What's up, guys? Welcome back to another analysis video. Hang on. Before we continue with this video, because YouTube's algorithms have been blocking so many of my reaction videos that I made, especially for you with great love and care, I've now decided to make them available to you for free on my Patreon page. All you have to do to watch all those blocked videos is click on the link below this video. What's up, guys? Johan Bester here. Welcome to another reaction or analysis video on one of the singers in the current season of The Voice USA. So this guy, Bodie, I've seen some of his performances, and I was really impressed with him as a performing artist, as a vocalist, as a musician. But I haven't done any reactions on him, so today I decided let me do that. So he's going to sing a beautiful song by Joji, A Glimpse of Us, and I quickly scanned it earlier, but I actually haven't watched the whole thing. So why don't you and I listen to it together, and let's see what we can learn from, like, vocally, stagecraft, choice of song, choice of key. This is why I do these videos, right? It is hopefully a little bit entertaining, but really my goal is to be educational. My goal is for people to learn something about what makes a performance good. If everybody in the room and everybody online looking at it like on a computer screen or phone can feel, man, that was amazing. Why? Why are things good? You can't just say that was good and not know why, right? Or people just easily say, oh no, that wasn't good, I didn't like it. But why? There are reasons. So that's why we're going to talk about this Bodie performance. So let's check it out.
She'd take the world off my shoulders if it was ever hard to move. She'd turn the rain to a rainbow when I was living in a blue. Why then, if she is so perfect, do I still wish that it was you? Perfect don't mean that it's working. So what can I do?
Yeah, sorry, I don't normally stop in these short clips, but I want to note something along the lines of trying to be educational, right? This guy has an incredible voice and he has great skill. So he starts this song in E flat. It took me a while to find it because I can't hear with my headphones on. In E flat. That is low for him. Not low as in, oh, it's, like he can't reach it. But it is a lower place in his range where his voice doesn't love to be there. It loves to be higher. Let me put it that way. So what happened was, so actually Joji sings the song in A flat. Da, 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 you know, whatever. So this is a fourth lower, which is interesting because Bodie, in my opinion, has the chops, vocal chops, to sing it in the same key as Joji. Quite high, right? But he chooses to start low, but here's the problem that I heard just then. Oftentimes when people sing in a lower part of their range, where their voice doesn't love to naturally be, even though they have the skill to sing there, what happens is, because they want to energize the sound, and because they want it to be very present and crisp and, yeah, energized, they send a little bit too much air out, breath, and then they overpitch. So overpitching means singing slightly higher than the note actually is, than the pitch actually should be. So there were a few moments, like at least 3 moments there, where he clearly overpitched. It sounds a little bit like anxiety, like anxiousness to me. Like he's like working too hard actually with the airflow, which is a shame because it makes me as a listener it makes me a little bit unsettled at the beginning of his performance, because it's like, of course, he's very musically gifted. He knows what the key is. So this is not a question of musicality, of his gifts or his talent. It's a technical thing. Too much air on lower notes, over pitching.
When you're out of sight, in my mind, 'cause sometimes I look in her eyes, and that's where I find a glimpse of us. And I try to fall for her touch, but I'm thinking of the way it was. Said I'm fine, said I moved on, and I'm only here passing time in her arms, hoping I'll find a glimpse of her. Sometimes I look in her eyes, and that's where I find a glimpse of us. And I try to follow her touch, but I'm thinking of the way it was. He said I'm fine, he said I moved on, and I'm only here passing time in her arms, hoping I'll find a glimpse of us.
Yeah. I suspect one of two things. Either his in-ear mix is not great. That has happened. I've actually heard some of the contestants say, we couldn't hear the drums in our ears. That can happen. It's a technical thing that they have no control over. The in-ear mix is set before and it should be right, but sometimes things go wrong. So either he cannot hear well in his in-ears, because remember, what a singer gets in those in-ear monitors that they have is pitch reference and timing reference. So a singer can choose how much do they want of the drums, of the acoustic guitar, if there is one, of the electric, or of the keys or the pad or the piano or whatever. They decide how much they need of each instrument that plays along with them in order for them to have good pitch reference and timing reference, right? So either there was something wrong with his in-ear mix because he was not settled for me in the key, and that's not what I'm used to hearing from him. Either that, or he's a little bit sick. I don't know. Maybe he's not lacquer because, lacquer is a South African word for sharp or nice. For sharp is also a South African word. Yeah, maybe he's not feeling great vocally. I think maybe that or the in-ear mix. But this was not his best performance for me, because I'm a huge fan of him as a vocalist and a performer. He seemed to me like he was working so hard. So that's why I think maybe he's sick. Even in the highs. Now, obviously, when he goes higher and he sings in a fuller sound, the sound connects better. There were fewer pitch issues. But even when he went, when he went up to the B flat in that one place, like something, it almost cracked his voice, which is very unlikely to happen to someone with his skill. So I feel a little bit sorry for him, because clearly he wanted to do something different, right? He wanted to do a ballad and show a different side of himself, but he never seemed quite as comfortable for me in this performance as I am used to seeing him. So yeah, but interesting to again to try and work out why are things the way they are. So maybe I'm right, maybe I'm not, but that's just what I think upon a first hearing. Thanks again for checking in, for spending the time with me. I would love it if you gave the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And until we speak again, please take care of yourself.